Well, I didn't have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to stay, and I didn't know nobody when I first moved in Knoxville.
I was homeless for 6 years. It was like I prayed, Lord, what am I going to do? Where do I go from here? Where I was going to end up at, or could I make it on my own?
You feel sometimes like a second-class citizen. You're less than. That starts to sink in after a while, or that can sink in.
It feels like you have no direction, no move, no purpose.
I lost my dignity, I lost my pride. You're in this place and it's very hard to associate yourself back to being alive again. I was just dead, to me.
Since 2010, Minvilla Manor has housed 150 people. The first leases were signed at Minvilla on November 11th, 2010. Currently, 18 of our 55 residents are moved in within the first year that Minvilla opened.
What makes Minvilla unique is its ability to retain the people we have here. We have residents that have been here for a period of, ever since the doors have been open. They're working the program, they're going right along with the services, there's not a big turnover.
You have your own place. You're not sharing it with 100, 150, 200 guys, depending on the season. Dorm room to sleep in. And that's a blessing. You're off the streets. But having your own place makes it that much more.
Well, having a home, I have my own kitchen, I have my own bathroom, I have my own TV, just cooking things like my mom would do, And they told me, Casserole told me when they moved me in here, do just things just like your mother did. And that was good advice.
I think in general, people assume that people can take care of themselves or that this would be a simple task, but when you have people who are living with some difficulties, disabilities, anything, the most basic task can be very daunting on them. And I think with Minvilla in particular is that we understand that and we're able to either work through it with them or help them achieve that independence and kind of work with them.
This helped me a lot. I don't have to worry about getting in trouble or nothing. If I need something, I got somebody I can go to. If I have a doctor's appointment, she takes me to him, she goes with me. Or I went and had to have a tooth pulled this morning, and she was with me.
The case manager's office, it's like a fishbowl in the lobby, and it's glass. And when people are walking in and out, they see 3 case managers sitting in the office. So when they have needs, when they need to just talk to someone, when they need reminded about appointments, the case managers are there. And when the case managers feel like they need to intervene if someone's at risk of eviction, they've come up with very creative ways to make sure the best they can that the person doesn't lose their apartment. It's not just about not getting evicted though. It's about their quality of life improving.
Call volumes alone, I've worked down here for about 3 years. I've had 1 call, and that was for somebody that was just struggling with some depression issues that day. The ability not to have, continuous issues out of a location for the police is a huge step for us, because that's allowing us to do on the other side, not just me, but the other officers that work for me. It allows them to do more proactive policing on other areas because this is no longer a real big concern.
Over the years at Minvilla Manor, I've seen so many transformations with different individuals, and it depends on the case, from folks who have been maybe very mentally ill for a number of years, not engaging with any sort of mental health care or mental health treatment. Speaking with our case management staff, over time we're able to build trust and convince them to see them get engaged and then absolutely just flower and just take off on and function at a level and have a better quality of life more than you really ever could have imagined. From the beginning, that was an important piece of the puzzle to us, is we didn't just want an apartment building where people lived. We wanted this to be a community where people could get to know each other. We have groups that come here, volunteer groups that are a hugely important part of the community, like the ladies who do coffee chat.
We do coffee chat twice a month, and it's just where we bring in a very nice breakfast and coffee and juice, and just provide the residents with a really nice breakfast. And after we serve everybody, we sit down and we just talk with them.
Were you staying at home?
Now, many of them want to rush to tell me something that happened during the week or show me the pictures of their kids.
Of course, we have art here. They draw it for me and then I paint it. 'Cause ain't no way I'm no artist.
The resources that the staff at Minvilla are able to provide to the clients that I work with are absolutely invaluable. It is very common for my specific client population to have experienced homelessness. A lot of the clients that I work with are very vulnerable, very easily taken advantage of.
The PAC team recommended doing assistant living. I had to wait for a few months to move in because I had lung cancer. And I've lived 8 years with that. I'm cancer-free for 8 years.
If I weren't at Minvilla, I probably would have passed away from diverticulitis. It was serious. And I was just like, man, I was beat down off the trail.
The person has got to be ready to step up and want that, you know, because it's just not handed to you on a platter. You've got to be willing to do the steps and to get your home. It's just, I just don't know how to place it in any other words. VMC saved my life, you know, it's just, that's all I can say.
Without Minvilla, I would still be homeless. Minvilla makes me feel like I am human. I have a purpose, there's a reason, and God's got me here for a reason.
Makes me think of the author Craig Renenbaum, who said, simply, homelessness ends when we have a home.